Have you ever seen an ad by a YouTuber and you think, oh wow, that sounds pretty legit? And then you start hearing about that product from other YouTubers and more YouTubers and other people around the internet, and you start to think, this product sounds very interesting. But does it actually work, or is it that these YouTubers are just being sponsored? Well, today I am going to put one of those products that are overly sponsored to the test. Today I am going to be sharing my full review for Native Deodorant. I have been trying 9 scents, some of the most popular scents that Native offers, for the past 2 months, and now I am ready to share. Is this product amazing? Or is it just overly sponsored? So to give a little background on Native Deodorant is a natural deodorant company, and all of their products are paraben-free, gluten-free, aluminum-free, phosphates-free, and cruelty-free. So they really do pride themselves in doing things the ethical way and being incredibly transparent with their ingredients. Native deodorants are not an antiperspirant, they are a deodorant, so they do make it very clear that their products are really to work with your natural body sweat and make it so that you don't have body odor, but you will still sweat like you naturally should. Native Deodorant is made in the US, and their products are made with baking soda, but if that is an irritant to you, they do have options. They're sensitive options where they don't use baking soda in their ingredients. And Native Deodorant, you can purchase Native Deodorant on their website. They do ship to US, Canada, and 7 other countries, but you can also find Native Deodorant at Target as well. In fact, I was actually at Target the other day as I was testing the deodorants that I did order on their website, and they had a bunch of different scents that weren't even available on their website. They make a lot of scents. So that actually was very surprising to me. So it's very accessible and easy to get your hands on, since you can also order it at target.com. So with Native, you could buy their deodorants individually, or you can also buy them in a subscription so that you never run out of your deodorant. And if you also order the subscription, you also get a discount. Native also does offer a referral code to anybody who makes an account with Native. Now, I won't be sharing my referral code because if you use the referral code, you actually don't get anything out of it if you use it, but I would get a little mini deodorant with my next order. But I'm just going to share the code that I actually used from an influencer to actually get a discount on my order, so that if you want to order from Native Deodorant, you can get a discount as well. So each deodorant is $12, but as I mentioned before with the subscription, if you do order a subscription, it is only $10 a stick. And then you also can buy a 3-pack on their website that will also give you that discount if you want to try different scents. And then I also purchased a travel set. So I got 5 mini deodorants for $24. However, when I just checked their website, they don't offer that package anymore. So I was able to try these travel size deodorants in this pack. They do offer other travel size packs in case you do want to try a lot of different scents, but the exact one that I did order is not available anymore, which is kind of weird, but you can get a discount if you want to try it out before you get the full size stick. So I am pretty skeptical going into it because I am like a clinical strength, full power, use men's deodorant if you have to type of gal. When I was young, I actually sweat a lot, so I was very insecure about that. So I have been like going for like top shelf, give me all of the chemicals as long as it works type of person. So I am a little bit skeptical, but I am going to give it its full chance, and hopefully these deodorants live up to the hype. So before going back a couple months to share my first impressions from when I first ordered these deodorants, I am going to share how they came in and how they were packaged, since they were packaged really well and they came very quickly after I ordered them. They came in these little boxes. Here is the 3-pack that I ordered. I actually didn't get this with my order. I actually had this before as a sample from another order that I placed at Ulta. I have apple and honeysuckle, pumpkin spice latte, and coastal oak and amber. Now, all 3 of these scents actually are seasonal to the fall, which is when I placed my order. But those are the ones that seemed most appealing to me that weren't already in a sample pack, since I did want to try as many scents as possible. And so here is the little sample set that I did get, and this is the men's travel sample pack. The reason I got the men's version is because I already had that little tiny mini of the lavender and rose scent, and that was really the only difference between the women's travel pack and the men's travel pack. Again, I don't see this offered on their website anymore, so I am sorry about that, but this was the best way for me to sample as many scents as possible without buying a full scent of all of their popular scents. Here we have cucumber and mint, coconut and vanilla, eucalyptus and mint, charcoal, and citrus and herbal musk. So now let's rewind to 2 months ago when I first opened these boxes to share my first impressions with you, and then I will share the final results. So I'm going to smell some first. Ooh. So I will admit I'm not a huge lavender person. This does smell like lavender though. It smells very fresh and floral. I'm not getting a lot of the rose. It definitely just smells like lavender to me. This one smells to me like a very fresh body wash or men's deodorant smell, but it smells really good, really fresh. This isn't the type of men's scent that I would feel uncomfortable wearing. It just smells very like fresh out of the shower. Ooh, this one smells very fresh as well. It smells a little citrusy, not as strong as the other one, a little sweet too. I really like that smell. This one smells really sweet. It kind of smells like sunblock to me a little bit. Yeah, very like toasted coconut. Kind of smells like a coconut macaroon, and a little bit like Play-Doh, but not in a terrible way. Still smells really sweet and fresh. Ooh, this smells really good. Super fresh. Kind of smells like a cucumber spray from Bath and Body Works, if you remember that. And it kind of smells like candy too. This one doesn't smell very strong though, so I am curious if this actually would do anything in terms of odor control, because it is a very light scent. This one smells like a man's deodorant. It smells really good. It smells very fresh. It smells like a specific one I'm thinking of, like can't think of the right or the, if I can think of it, I'll add it to this video. Again, not a scent that I would feel uncomfortable wearing as a female though. I do like it. Ooh, I really like this one. This one smells like a perfume that I have. I think that perfume is from Nest, but I will I will list it here if I can think of that, if I can find the exact scent that this smells like to me. But it smells kind of like bamboo, very fresh, not masculine at all to me. This one smells super good. This one smells like an apple scented candle to me. I'm not getting a lot of the honeysuckle. Yeah, this just smells really good. It smells like a pumpkin spice latte. It smells like a sweet pumpkin flavored Bath and Body Works candle. That's what it smells like pumpkin waffles or like pumpkin cupcake. It smells like a cake, really super sweet, very pumpkin-y. Yeah, it smells like a really sweet candle. All right, so thank you, Past Me, for those first impressions. Now I'm going to share my final thoughts after testing each of these scents for the past 2 months. I tested each of these scents. I tried to test them in a relaxed environment. I also tested them when I went to go see family and friends and when I was more active. I tried to test each of these scents when I was working out, when I was outside, when I needed it to work all day. So here are my final thoughts. So I'm going to share my least favorite to favorite scents that I did try. So I'm going to start with my least favorite. Now, to preface this one is definitely due to personal preference. So my least favorite scent is the lavender and rose. And this really is due to the fact that I am not huge on lavender personally. Now for me, I tend to think lavender is a little bit herbally, and I feel like sometimes when I wore this scent, I couldn't tell if it was the lavender that I was smelling or if it was starting to get a little musty. It definitely smells more like lavender than it does rose in my personal opinion. It does smell really, really good though. So if you do like the smell of lavender, then you probably will love this. It's a really beautiful floral scent. I'm just not the biggest lavender fan, so this kind of fell flat for me because the rose really didn't pull through as much as I hoped it would have. But in terms of the scent lasting throughout the day, it definitely smelled like, I definitely smelled like lavender throughout the day, which I didn't love personally, but if you love lavender, you'll love. Next up on my least favorite to favorite scents is going to be cucumber and mint. Now this one, I really love this scent. I feel like this scent, I think I mentioned it in my first impressions that I thought it smelled like a candy. It smells like Now and Later to me. You know, like those green candies that used to be really cool in the 90s. It smells exactly like that to me. It smells super good. It smells sweet and also fresh. The reason that this ranks pretty low for me is because the scent wasn't super strong. So I would say after like the 5-hour mark, I really couldn't smell it at all. And because again, this is not an antiperspirant, it is a deodorant. So I would still sweat. And then when I would sweat, it didn't necessarily smell great because this scent wasn't strong enough to last through that. So I definitely felt like I needed to reapply this a lot faster than the other scents that I did try. Although I really did like this smell. It just is not strong. Next up might be an unpopular opinion because again, this one is really a crowd favorite, but my next scent that I have to rank near the bottom is going to be the coconut and vanilla. Now this scent, I do agree with my first impression that I got like a little bit of that Play-Doh smell. However, it didn't smell like that when I wore it. It did smell really, really good. It smelled like kind of like a nice sunscreen to me. So I would definitely wear this in the summertime. It definitely gave me those like tropical beachy type vibes. But kind of similar to the cucumber and mint, the scent just wasn't super strong. So like when I would sweat after about like 5 to 6 hours, I wouldn't smell this anymore. I would need to reapply it. Now it did block the BO, which is like what you really, really need in a deodorant, and it is difficult to do. So I do have to say that it did its job. But I would even say like by the next morning, I did start to smell bad again. It was just not a very strong scent to kind of power through. The next three I really grouped together as my next favorite, my next least favorite to favorite. And that is going to be the citrus and herbal musk, the charcoal, and the eucalyptus and mint. Now, I think all three of these scents are definitely the most masculine out of all the scents that I did try. But I wouldn't say that they were unpleasant to use. They all smelled really, really good. These two smelled kind of like fresh soap, and then this one smells like a very popular man's deodorant. I'm blanking on the name. I'll pop up a picture of it after I film this because I just can't think of the name that this smells like, but it smells like a very, very popular man's deodorant, and it smells really good, and it was really strong. I do have to say these were really strong smells that smelled really, really good, except they didn't last all day. They lasted for a long time. I would say I started to smell the next day, like the next morning. So if I were to like wear these for over 12 hours, I think I would start to smell bad if I didn't reapply them. But they did smell really good though. So I do think they worked. They just weren't my favorite scents, and they also didn't work the best. They kind of just fell right in the middle, but they did their job. All right, so I have good news and I have bad news. The good news is I think I just found my new favorite deodorant. Tops my antiperspirants that I use, any other deodorant that I have tried before. The bad news is that all three of my favorite scents are the seasonal ones, so they are only available in the fall. So first up, we have the pumpkin spice latte. Now this one I really enjoyed more than I expected. It's super sweet and super strong. But it smells like a sweet fall candle. So it was like really, really fun to wear during the fall time. I think I'm going to pack this away for next fall. But it smells so, so, so good. It smells like pumpkins, and it lasted all day. So I put this on and I would just get whiffs of it throughout the day. It smelled like I was just burning a candle in the room. That was kind of the whiffs that I was smelling. And it lasted throughout the day. It smelled great and it kept the BO away. It's really all I could ask for. So I really like this one. Oh, right. So my top two are these two, the honey and honeysuckle and the coastal oak and amber. These two are so, so, so good. So first up, I have the apple and honeysuckle. Now this one smells very fresh. The apple really comes through, but it kind of gives like a little bit of a perfume smell. The honeysuckle kind of pulls a little floral. My boyfriend actually complimented me when I was wearing this. He thought I put on perfume because it smelled so good. This one lasts all day, even though like it's not an overpowering like smell. It just smelled so fresh and so good. I would wear this all year round, so I'm really bummed that it's a seasonal scent. But next time it does come around, I hope that Native brings it back and I will be stocking up on this scent. It smells so good. Oh, right. So my ultimate favorite scent, coastal oak and amber. This I want in a perfume. I feel like a man or a woman could wear this comfortably. It's not overly feminine or masculine. It's just incredibly fresh. It smelled like I was wearing perfume. I definitely think this was the best in terms of odor control. It's what I wear in stressful situations like filming this YouTube video. I reach for this. I definitely would wear it all year round as well, but I do think that this is a fall, maybe summer to fall scent. I purchased this 2 months ago, but this is just so good. I will continue to repurchase this one all day, every day. Highly recommend. All right, so my overall thoughts when it comes to Native deodorant is that you will sweat, and they do not promise that you won't. It is just something that is part of using a deodorant versus an antiperspirant. And although I did sweat throughout the day, it didn't bother me as much as I expected, especially since all of these scents worked so they smelled so good. So I definitely enjoyed putting on my deodorant and I enjoyed smelling these smells, all 9 of them. I do have to say some scents did work better than others, so I do highly recommend testing out the scents for yourself, especially to see which ones you would prefer, because as you could tell with my reviews, some of them I just didn't like because I didn't like that scent. It's a personal preference, nothing against that scent. They have so many different options. All right, so now I'm going to share my rating system that I will be using for all of my reviews for sponsored products to give you a really good idea of if this product is actually worth your money, because sometimes, you know, there could be a good product but it's really expensive, or it's an okay product but comparable to something else it might not be that good. So that's why I'm going to answer these 4 questions to give you a better idea is if this product is really good or if it's just sponsored. All right, so the first question is, did I like it? And the answer is yes. I definitely enjoyed using these deodorants and I did like the experience. I liked using them. Next is, will I continue to use them now that I have it? And the answer is yes. I am not going to be switching back to my extra strength, clinical strength antiperspirant. I am planning to continue to use Native deodorant, especially my top scents, but I'll even probably use the other scents on days that I don't need odor control for 12+ hours and just continue to reapply it if I need to, because all of these scents did smell really good. All right, next question is, would I buy it again? Being a 27-year-old girl with no dependents and I don't like spending money. So the answer is yes, I would buy Native deodorant again. I don't think it's too expensive. It's really accessible. I could pick it up at Target and try new scents. The ordering process online was so easy. Customer service was really smooth. So yes, I would purchase Native deodorant again. And last question is, would I recommend it? And the answer is yes. I definitely think there's a scent for everybody with Native deodorant. I support what they stand for. So yes, I would recommend it. And I do think it's a very legitimate product, and all the sponsorships that you do see are legitimate in my opinion. Definitely gets my stamp of approval as my unsponsored review. All right, so that concludes my review on Native deodorant. If you like this video, please go ahead and like it. And if you have any other suggestions on products that you see overtly sponsored and you'd love for me to review it unsponsored to give you my full thoughts and opinions, please comment that down below. I would love to do that. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. I would love to have you here. But thank you so much for watching. I hope that you have a great day. Bye.